What up, folks? Sorry for the random surprise show. You know, that's how I operate lately. Probably how I'll be operating. That'll be my, what do they call it? Method operandi. Some bullshit like that. So good morning. Hope you guys had a nice Papa's Day. I know I'm probably a few days late for that. Thought I'd get up and take a look at some watches this morning. Let's take a look. I've been wanting to get my hands on that FP Journe that I have on order lately. So I'm really wanting them to call me now. Kind of want that watch on my wrist this summer. Let's take a look and see what kind of outrageous listings they got today. So we know that 5712, the very first watch they got listed, is one of the watches I really wanted, but I wanted it when it was about 75,000, not 107,000. So now they're going to make me pay $107,000 for this watch. You know, I'll be honest. I think when it comes to Patek, I think I'm satisfied with the Patek Philippe that I have right now. I don't think I need another Patek unless it is this watch right here. I'm not sure if there's anything else I'd really want from Patek Philippe right now at the moment. I like this one though. That's an expensive little time-only watch, isn't it? That costs as much as the FP Journe I'm going to get to the dollar. I'm paying $36,500 exactly, plus tax, for my FP Journe. What would you prefer to have, a Laurent Perrier or an FP Journe? Looks very similar to the chronometric blue, doesn't it? That's a pretty uneventful buckle. That looks like a $15 buckle that I can get at my watchmaker. That's an epic fail. on the buckle right there for sure. $35,000, man. I'm paying for the buckle as much as I'm paying for the watch. Stainless steel. Is this whole watch stainless steel? The buckle says stainless steel. Oh, Jesus. A $36,000 stainless steel Laurent Ferrier. You got to be bonkers to buy this watch. Absolutely bonkers. God, it'd have to at least be in platinum. I think I'd tell him I know where to stick that watch. The dude thinks he's going to compete with steel watches from Patek and Rolex. Come on, man. Fuck out of here. There we go. I like this. This is... I was telling Tim Masso in the chat yesterday, Watchbox, that I would buy this. I would definitely buy this. I'd love to add this to my, I wouldn't mind having two Calatravas, the one I have and this one. And this one you can get in yellow gold or maybe even white gold. To change it up from my 5196. So basically this is a 5196 with a, wait, it's not a 96 though. It's a 6119. So it's not the 96 case. I mean, it looks very similar. Let me get my Patek out. So let's see here. I'm holding it up to the screen, comparing it with my watch. It's the same exact watch. Except my seconds hand does not have a circle around it. My seconds subdial just has dashes. There's no circle around the subdial. And it doesn't have the long crosshairs in the middle of that subdial either, at all. But I mean, other than that, it's virtually identical. Oh, I can see something else too. So the 19 has the railroad track. And mine doesn't have the railroad track. Mine actually is much better aesthetically looking. It's got gold dots for every second rather than painted railroad track. So two different watches, very similar. In the movement though here, you're going to have the newest movement with a see-through case back. So that's a little special. You don't often get those on these Calatravas. They most often don't want to show off the movement on the simple timepieces. So that's actually kind of nice. And of course, it's they've graduated the size. It's a 39 millimeter as opposed to a 37. What are they selling this for? 33.5. I want to say that's probably retail. Let's see if we can go to the Patek website and take a look. Oh, I am so happy I bought my Patek Philippe when I bought mine. I mean, basically now you're looking at these prices, and I basically got my Patek Philippe for half price, virtually right off the shelf. I wouldn't recommend buying anything from Cherno. I've been dealing with Cherno, and they are just god-awful in customer service. You're not going to get your watches. Oh, here we go. Let's do this. This actually looks great. Patek Philippe has a whole page on their 2021 releases, so it looks like we're going over Patek Philippe today, boys. Let's do it. Let's check it out. I say I don't want nothing from Patek Philippe, and then next month I'll live stream with a brand new $50,000 Patek on my wrist. I promised myself I'm not buying anything else because I've got the FP Journe coming and I've got 2 Omegas coming. That's already, what is that? $65,000 or something outlaid for 3 watches. I ain't doing any more. 65 grand's enough. I ain't even working, and my portfolio is off its all-time high. So that's all I'm spending. So just so you guys know and don't get any, anticipation of that I'm going to be adding this and that and adding this and that. You guys already know what watches I have coming. The FP Journe, the Omega 50th Snoopy, and the Omega 321 Ed White. Those are my 321. Those are my 321 watches coming. And I don't think Rolex is going to get me my OP41 in yellow to match my Porsche that I've been waiting for 7 months now. So I kind of threw that idea out the window. But I'm not too concerned. So how do you click on these here to look at these? Where are the new models? Let's see here. I don't even have a clue as to what new models they got, other than I know they got that Calatrava. Okay, we're not looking at minute repeaters. Those are just, I think even if I could afford a minute repeater, it wouldn't interest me whatsoever. The price differential for that kind of a complication just has no interest for me. For that price graduation. So is it going to be here? So apparently there's a new Nautilus for ladies, all blinged out. Let me see here. Collection, new models. Here we go. Found it. I found it. Wow, look at that skeleton. That's something they've never done before. They've never done anything like that. A Richard Mille looking watch. This, if you're gonna get one of these minute repeaters and drop the house on it, it would be the 5374 for the new models right there. That would be the one you're gonna drop the big bucks on. What is this thing? 250? And this would be the one that I would get, hands down, right? So what's the ticket on this? On request. I'll take a wild guess, and I'm going to say it's about 189. 189 to 239, right? All right, let's go back and check out the realistic deals here. Where are we at? So I said I wasn't going to look at many repeaters, but that one was just too beautiful to pass up. Now, if you guys watched the last Watchbox episode, you'll notice I asked Tim. I did give a clue as to a watch that I'm interested in. I did give a clue. I gave more than a clue. So I told Tim that I was interested in a golden ellipse. And he gave me some outstanding information. I'm not sure if I want to go back and buy a 1970s Patek like he was talking about. Did you guys catch that? So, as a matter of fact, I lost the notes of that. So that was yesterday's video. So I just need to write down the date of that video and not lose the date, so I can rewatch that explanation he gave me on the golden ellipse there. That was the January 21st Watchbox live on Ellipse. Perfect. We'll just stash that over here on the side. So, not this one. And I'm going to take a look and see what they actually have for golden ellipses. I'm not interested in this at all. I'm sure this is beautiful in person, but to me, it's ugly. I'm sorry. But this is also probably super expensive. This is not what I'm talking about. 72,000. No, it's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the blue dial. And it looks like it's discontinued. Okay, you see that? It is discontinued. Okay, I'm changing subjects here. I'll come back to golden ellipse later. Let's take a look at the new watches. So grand comps. So that's the golden ellipse they have. That's the only golden ellipse they have now. Boy, can you imagine now that the golden ellipse is discontinued, one of the most least desired watches is probably, I'm afraid to look at the price. I'm really afraid to look at what the prices have gone on these things that were essentially like considered like a Patek, I don't know, a Neptune, right? It would be on the equivalence of a Neptune. Oh, look at that. They got a gold, a diamond blinged out Aquanaut now. How about this, Mr. Patek Philippe? Why don't you guys not make these ugly 5269s, 5267s? And how about making more 5167s so I can get mine that I reluctantly had to take back my deposit on? Right? So, I don't know. That looks like an epic fail with the diamonds to me. Don't like it. Okay, now here's the first watch that is in our budget. That would be in our budget that we like. And that would be the 5968G in blue. It would be this. It would be this one. It just, you can't get it. You can't get this watch. So what are they asking for this? 69,000. $69K. It looks like they updated their site here with video. That's a beauty. And that is white gold. And this is a chronograph. Has it always been a chronograph? I guess so. It's 5968G. The number hasn't changed. Oh, wait, there's a 5168, right? Without the chronograph. Am I right? I think so. Look at the detail on that. How beautiful that is. It really does look like a hand grenade. Wow, that's absolutely marvelous. Look at that. Oh, goodness gracious. The detail on that is way more refined than on the 5167, is it not? Oh, these are great pictures. You got to stick with the original brand strap. I mean, it's a $70,000 watch, literally made to order. You can't go and buy a $200 strap to match this, even if you think it looks good. I promise you, it doesn't. It doesn't. Put it under a microscope and take a photo of it like this, and if it looks as good as this, then you'll sell me on whatever strap you're going to put on it. Otherwise, don't mess with perfection. Wow, that looks amazing. That's it. Give me more than that. Okay, that's good. So there's the Aquanauts. Now we're going to go to the Calatravas and calendars. Let's check this out. Logan Hall. What's up, Logan Hall? Logan says, Rich, there's been a lot of talk that Rolex will go to boutique only. What effect do you think this will have on the gray market? How will it be different from the authorized dealer experience that we have now? Well, they already are boutique only. The price has already been affected on the gray market. And you are dealing with the shitty AD experience that you're getting now, where when you get to the front door, they look to see what you have on your wrist before they let you in most cases. They certainly look to see what's on your wrist before they even want to acknowledge you're there. They kind of try to look without letting you know they're looking, but it's so obvious, it's ridiculous. And it's like a guy trying to look at a sexy lady when he's with his wife, but he's totally obvious and oblivious to everybody but himself. That's what they're like when they're eyeing your wrist, right? When you walk into the damn shop. Yeah. Yes, and yes. It's all, you're getting it right now, man. You're getting it right now. And to further build on that, the big players, right? The big watch, the guys with the guys that buy a lot of watches, Bud, my buddy Bud, he's a big Rolex customer, so he's going to be the one to get the calls. Come in. Let's go in the back. I've got 4 watches for you to choose from. You know, I'll buy all 4. Bam, they're going to give him all 4. They'll give him all 4. So that's already there, man. We're there, brother. We're already there. Yep. And that, I think that's going to prove to be the case as time goes on for someone like me who's bought half a dozen Rolex from the same shop. And they've promised me a couple of watches already in the last year. And now they're telling me there's no chance in hell I'm going to get the watches I'm asking for. So I'm obviously not to Bud's caliber. And I generally don't buy anything for my wife at that store. So, so I think that shift is already happening. Why did they promise me an OP41 and now they're telling me just forget it, we even talked about it? So that shift has probably already happened. And now that you mention it and bring it up that way, that makes sense. And I'm kind of realizing here right now, as we speak, that probably is the case and that shift is happening. And that's why I'm getting the boot, so to speak. You know, it's okay. I'm not, the only reason I was really going to get that Rolex OP41 is because it was so cheap. All right. $6,000, you know, I can get that, you know. If he called me with a $35,000 solid gold piece, you know, I'm not going to take it. I'm already reserved for FP Journe. So the OP was just kind of like some, yeah. So it's fine. You know, I have plenty of Rolexes and I've got all the ones that I want and that everybody else wants for that matter. Meaning that if I ever want to flip them, I can get out of them and double, triple my money. And then I don't need any more Rolex, right? So for you guys that are out there that know how many Rolex, if you got a lot of Rolex and you got all the ones that you want, you're kind of relieved that you bought them all. You don't need any more. You can go look at other brands that aren't being, you know, as difficult. I guess that's why I'm saying I'm glad I got my one Patek, you know, but I guess I'm also trying to say that I can appreciate FP Journe a little more because they've been nice to me and they appreciate me as a customer, and the watches there are so expensive that I don't really need to care about being able to get watches from anywhere else because I can't afford them now. If that makes sense. So here's the new oh, I like this one too for Grand Comp. I like this one too. But oh, here we go. So this is the white gold. Look at that. Wait, we want to see it in the white gold. Look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. Oh, wow. Delicious. Look at that. Oh, this is good stuff right here. Good stuff. Oh my God. Look at that. If I buy this, I'm not going to buy it from Turno, that's for sure. I'll buy this from traditional jewelers over in Newport Beach. I've already established a relationship there. And they offered me this, and man, do I wish I could go back and take it. Let me show you what they offered me. Man, if I could go back 3 months I was there? If I could go back 3 months, I would change my mind right now. If I could just be in right here. This is what they offered me. It was there. I touched it. I don't know why I said no. I effed it up, man. I effed it up, man. Because I got the Journe coming, that's why. But I should have taken this, man. Oh, I'm killing myself now that I'm looking at this watch. I should have taken this, man. You know, he said, I can't promise you anything. And he was very genuine. He said it more than once, that he couldn't promise me anything. But he said that if I did buy this watch, which in itself sells itself and you don't need to care about anything else, any subsequent deals, right? Because this watch just in itself, look at the 3-tiered lugs. Oh, geez. Look at the 3-tiered lugs. Oh, man. He said there'd be a slight chance he could try to wiggle in an Aquanaut for me. I told him what happened at Patek Cherno and how long I've been waiting for an Aquanaut there. And he said he could try to help me out, but this is oh yeah, oh geez, I messed up, right? Should have got this. This could have been my one and done, and plus I got the Journe coming. Still, look at that. Whoa. Do you think it'd still be there after this much time? 3 months? Could this still be there? Fuck, I'm $500,000 poorer from 3 months ago. Fuck me, man. That doesn't bode well.
It's 9 o'clock.
What up, James? Too bad I didn't sell a little bit more of my crypto to buy this. I only sold about 40 grand of crypto at the top, and I bought NFTs with them. A trip to Hawaii, Vegas, and a bunch of furniture. Which I killed it on the NFTs because I scored a piece that's worth 25, 30 grand on a pack pull. So I probably got about, yeah. So I basically got all that shit for free. Well, not for free, but you get my drift. Yeah, I fucked up. I should have bought this watch. I'm not going to buy it now. Not unless Chainlink decides to go up $40 within a couple of weeks. But 78,000 for this puppy. 78,000. All right, let's go back to the new watches. So the rose gold one looks amazing. Man, the rose gold one looks better than the white gold one. That dial looks too dark. I don't think I like the dark dial on that. I prefer the brightness of a watch. Black has its place, but boy, you can really see the brightness versus dark. I don't dig it too much. I would have preferred more like a silver dial on here. And you can't choose on these things. They are what they are. They don't have dial options. What else they got? Stainless steel. Look at this. This is interesting. Wow, I never thought they would have made a stainless steel bracelet watch. Ooh, I bet this surprised a lot of people. Ooh, look at the plaid pattern. Oh, this is a casual wear. Stainless steel plaid pattern. This is supposed to be a daily wear for the casual millionaire. Check that out. How can you not dig that? That is absolutely stunning. Oh, okay. Man, you see, I don't like the movement they're using in this watch. Look how the subdials are crowded to center. And the center, I'm not a watchmaker, so I don't know what they call the piece there in the center, but the center axis, that entire concoction there kind of covers the Tuesday and the September, see the shadows, blocks it. I've never liked that. There's many Patek watches that have this same movement. What is it, the 5035? The one that Archie had. It's the 5035 annual calendar. So that entire line has this movement in it, and it's just, that's why I prefer then to step up to the perpetual calendar movement, because when you go to the perpetual calendar movement version of this watch, which is obviously a much more advanced and even more expensive watch because it has the leap year calendar on it, but the design of that movement is such that the subdials are far away from center. And I've talked about that many times. As my pet peeve with those watches. This one here is absolutely amazing. That right there, that's one hell of a world time. $79 for that. I didn't think it was that much. I didn't think it was that much. So the one with the, is this the one with the Cloisonneau dial? Yeah, it is. This is going to be price on request. Oh no, $79. Well, why not get this one then? That's why I didn't think the other one was so expensive. That is, I prefer to go with this dial. The handmade dial. But nonetheless, I was looking at the leap year. That's going to be under Grand Comp. There you go. So, God, that just looks so much cleaner. Off the center. Yeah, I can't do the other ones. I just can't do the other ones. They're not, I don't want to say they're not proper. Let's just say I don't like them. Yeah, that is sweet right there. That's one hell of a watch, the one I got up on the screen right now, the 5327. And I like these in white metal, white gold. 97,000 retail on this one. That's a stunner. Oh, did you see that side case? Look at that. You see the recessed side case? That's interesting, isn't it? I like that. Well, they got some good pictures on this site now. Any new watches there on the horizon for you guys out there? You guys pick anything up new that's interesting? Anything fun? Anything? Any Doxas? Any Rolex? Any Pateks? Vacherons? You guys get anything? There's my 5320. Man, you know, wow, there's a lot of watches I like from Patek. I mean, I could go on endlessly here with these things. There's a lot of watches from Patek that I would commit to. Too bad they don't pick qualified dealers to represent them who can't provide commitment to Patek customers. That being Cherno. Don't ever want to buy from Cherno. So I think that's everything from the new Patek line, right? I don't think there was anything else. I think it ended with the Calatrava, with that one there. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. I forgot about the Nautilus. Forgive me. So April 2021, that's when they came out, huh? Four new faces in its Nautilus collection. Sunburst style in olive green. Looks ugly as sin. And another with a baguette diamond. And a solid gold travel time. I like it, but it looks overly complicated. In an undesirable way. So let's take a look. And apparently a rare collectible watch. It says right here. A very rare Nautilus high horology sparkling random pave sit diamond. Wow. So this is going to be a watch nobody can get except for their very, very top tier collector customers. Wow. Wow. I mean, that's amazing and all, but anybody who cannot appreciate that, right? It's a work of jeweler art. But that's what it is. That's a piece of jewelry more than it is so a watch. So that's not for us. That's for the foo-foos. So this one here, some big money action right here, baby. This is some big money action, man. This is for the big boys. I mean, that's going to be retail. That's going to be retail $290. It's got to be something like that. No. How much? $190? $190, right? Aftermarket, it'll be $250. Easily, it has to be at least 150,000. It's not going to say. It's going to be too much for it to be listed on here. Oh, there it is. 107, 106, 106,000. You wouldn't even be able to get this thing. Gray market, it's probably already 150 grand gray market, if not more. And it's a blue dial. You guys see yourself ever wearing a watch like this? I don't need a travel time, and it's got too much stuff going on for me. But hey, it's beautiful though. Power to the people that buy this watch. I just think it has too much going on for that small dial. I'd prefer more dial, less complication. Wow. The travel time function though gives you the extra buttons, these extra 2 buttons here up top and bottom. So it gives the watch a little bit more bulk. And I know you've heard this before. People say it gives more balance to the watch because of this edge here, the left side of the case. Oh wait, go back to that. Wow. That's fresh. Oh. Oh, did the crypto market turned around a little bit? All right. Come on, back up a little bit, baby. Well, it's looking a lot better than when I started the show. I'm a little bit more set on watches again than I was a few weeks ago. Some of you guys know I was looking for a real fancy sports car at some point, and man, my prospects for driving are slim to none. So I'm gonna just stick with my Porsche. So that's gonna save me 300 grand or 200 grand or whatever the fuck I was gonna spend on a sports car. So maybe I'll just enjoy the watches that are coming, not get anything at all, and once my FP Journe comes and I play with that for a while, maybe I can. After the Journe comes, maybe I'll look at getting something else. Oh, they still have the blue Ellipse. Look it's not discontinued. For the life of me, I thought this watch was discontinued. For sure, they discontinued some of them, but here you go. There's a platinum one. Look it. Man, I don't know about you guys, but I like this watch. I think this watch is stunning. It doesn't look like much, but it really does look like much. It really does. Man, that's got to be the most expensive time-only simple movement watch. I don't think there's anything that costs more than that. So, when you think about it, this is the true luxury watch right here. The most simplest, unobscure looking freaking timepiece. This is the one Donald Trump wears. Yet it costs more than freaking any other watch. I mean, good God, this costs more than a freaking Nautilus. This costs twice as much as a Nautilus. And you know what? You can probably get this at the boutique. There probably isn't a waiting list for this. You know that? There you go. There's a shot of it. So you can see how beautiful it is, because it really is. It really is beautiful. I mean, look how nice it looks in this picture. Imagine in the flesh. So if you ever go to a Patek Philippe boutique, especially if you don't have the luxury of having one in your backyard, and you have to travel to go to see one, or you know what I mean? You gotta have them pull one of these out if they have it for you to look at. It's impossible you don't. This is the player's watch. There's no doubt if it matters to you. I'm just saying, I just want to, exemplify the situation. If you were to walk into any room with all the watch ballers, you're going to shit on all of them with this watch. With a simple time. Imagine that. Yeah. Fun, just fun. That's what that sounds like to me. And that looks like the ladies' version next to it. I think I might wrap the show up on this beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, stunning golden Ellipse here on a good note. No, Rolex is dissing me. No yellow OP. No yellow OP. Maybe one day I'll get a call out of the blue, but as of now, there's no yellow OP on the horizon. Stunning watch. Boy, how our tastes do change. My tastes in watches have changed quite dramatically from not having anything to want to do with a Daytona to having 2 Daytonas. And making a move on FP Journe, certainly, because that's a big spend right there. I mean, I could have bought a lot of Rolex for that one FP Journe I got coming. And then and now desiring a golden Ellipse. That's really coming full circle in watch maturity, in collecting, right? I mean, is this where, man, when you know you're looking at golden ellipses, you know you've reached end game, right? You know you've reached the end game. That and oftentimes in your watch journey, the years of collecting watches, you often ask yourself, what watch is the holy grail? What watch would be the one and done? What watch would be the end all? What watch am I going to look at 10 years from now and say it's the one? Would any of you have fucking guessed in a million years you'd be looking at a fucking golden ellipse? Am I right though? It's weird, but it just feels so right. Why is that? Does anybody have an answer for me? Or any logic to that? What up, Decon? Rolex are for sandcastles, Patek is for parties. You like that explanation there? How I'm coming around my collection? It's crazy, isn't it? Are we on members only or private, or oh yeah, everybody can chat, right? Okay. You know what, Decon? You know what? I can do something crazy. Let me show you, Decon. What do you think about this? What do you think about this? You know, I'm going to end the stream soon here, but let me just talk about this watch real quick. If I, man, I pulled a big card in my basketball cards. I pulled a big card. I could sell that card and buy this watch. See this card I pulled right here, Decon? I'm going to show it to you real quick, and then I'll pop back. I pulled an RJ Barrett, and I got it listed for $50,000. If I can get rid of that card, and maybe I'll pull the trigger. What do you think? On a golden ellipse? We'll see. We shall see. That's crazy, huh? I pulled that card out of a $250 pack. All right, gentlemen. That was kind of nice talking about Patek. I haven't looked at Patek in a long time. So, yeah. Thank you for joining. Have a beautiful rest of your day. If any of the boys want to do a live stream with me, I'm always available because I'm pretty much homebound. So make sure you're subscribed and have your alert notification on so that we ever do a live show, we generally try to give a 1 hour notice so that we can get more heads watching. All right. Thank you for watching. Please give me a thumbs up. Peace. There's the exit. There it is.